Good afternoon, guys. It's me again, Jenny from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. This is the flip through of Pearl, the third of the lace mini journals that I've been working on, along with Camille and Rosie. We've got the flip through of the other two. Just thought we'd share what. Let's have a flip through of Pearl. So this one is it's basically wrapped in two pieces of this is a lace panel. The creamy one's a lace panel from a top that I found in a charity shop, and the white is some vintage. It's not brand new. It was on a it's vintage or it was lace that I picked up again in a big roll from a charity shop, and it's a little lace panel. So it's covered in that, and when I untie it, let's do that, open up. And what I've done with this, again, this is Pearl is the name I gave it because of the image on the front of this beautiful bodice of this beautiful dress. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And what I've done with this is I've backed it onto some upholstery fabric, which I really love, and I think it reflects almost the pattern on the background of the dress. And so I backed it onto the image onto the upholstery fabric. I've backed the whole lot onto this lace panel here, this lace panel, and also then I've backed the lace panel onto this it's actually a napkin, a table napkin from my stash that I had with I don't know if you can see it. So it's backed onto that, and it's backed onto interfacing, and then there's cardstock from Stamperia old lace for the cover, inside cover, so it gives it some stability. Okay, so that's the story, and again, as you can see inside, it's trimmed top and bottom with this lace trim. It's not vintage, this it's new, but I've tea dyed it, and it's got a little bit actually, let me just say that the lace at the top, if you can see a little bit of lace at the top here, this lace is vintage. I picked that up from I think it's a Crafty Angel online, is it? The lady on Etsy, and I've actually linked her shop below on the Amy's project about 3 videos back. So that's the cover. Once we go in, oh yes, measurements. The actual, I would say it's about 12 across, 12 centimetres. Yeah, about 12 centimetres across. The actual pages I worked with were about, on this one, yeah, about 15 down, 15 long. And with the embellishments, it's about 20 long. But the actual journal itself, yeah, it's about 16. Okay. Right. So let's go back in and see what's what. Let's get this out of the way, because what I'll do first, I'll show you the writing board on this, because of the different embellishments and lacy bits and pieces. I've actually made writing boards for these 3. I've made this quite long so that you can it will cover the page, and you see there you might want to write perhaps on that, and it won't be convenient, and so you can pop that like that. There you go, you can write on there like so, gives you a more solid base to write on. And I got a bit carried away, so I found this beautiful it's quite a thick doily, and I popped the vintage, the image again, the other image of the the bodice, and my friend has just given me these beautiful, I don't know if they're mother of pearl, if they're real or if they're just faux, I'm not sure, but these buttons, so I popped one at the top, and at the back I left it loose. I left that loose, so I think, because I'll tell you why. I left it loose, and there's these three little pretend buttons here, but because I got carried away with the front, I left this loose, so you can actually, if you wanted to write down at the bottom there, that can go on that side like so, and it takes it right down to the bottom. Okay, and on this side, it probably wanted to write at the top, so oh, it's not so bad, but to avoid the button, there you go. Anyway, that's the writing board. That's the writing board done. Let's pop it at the back. So, about 72 pages, I think, in here. So, Stamperia old lace. That's these. That's from a different paper pad. I wanted to. I backed it double. So that's from a different paper pad. That's Stamperia, that's old lace. I'll show you all the way through, but I've done different layers. And I just thought this beautiful image here could be our pearl, couldn't it? I popped her in the front there. I think that is lovely. I'm just trying to distress it a little at the back. But I popped that in there. And I popped that in here as well. I thought that was quite pretty. And there you go. That's from the old lace. So that's that one. I think I bet. Oh, do you know what? I think I got a bit confused because I think that is a. Oh, I meant to put that one in with Rosie, and a more subtle one, a pearly one with pearl. Oh dear. Anyway, so vintage lace. That's new, but that's vintage, and this here is a little bit of a vintage doily. And I popped over the top, and basically, did I create a tuck spot? Oh yeah, I did create a tuck spot with that. Tell you what I'll do. I'll pop this in there for now. That's what was from the. There we go. I'll pop that in there for now. Oh yeah, let me just go through it. That's from the Savoy Hotel, the 1890s. If you look at the image, absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'll just pop that in there for now, slightly longer. But this here is a little, just a little pin, safety pin, and again paper clip, and I popped some lace, so the vintage lace on it. This is a little just embellishment, and then I've popped on there the little butterfly, and I've just clip it all together like that. Okay, pop it up there, shall I? See, why I shouldn't have taken it to bits. There you go. Then on the back, just a little card. That's from the old lace arrangement there. There you go. There's that. From the Victorian style notebook, diary type thing. Okay, some vintage paper that I picked up ages ago. That's from the either Digital Magpie or Old Design Shop. Not sure, but I'll pop it down below. There you go. This was just a little paper picture from bygone days. These little Victorian children on the beach. There you go. A bit of script paper, blank music paper. When I'd taken out a tab, I did a punch out of that, and I just thought that the shape looked really pretty, so I popped it on there, and I popped the stamp on of the beautiful perfume bottle. Little vintage flower book of wild flowers. This was like a little writing note, bay tree, and there It's like a little bit of a script paper. You can notice it from there, but if you... There you go. Oh, I forgot to show you, didn't I? Oh, I forgot to show you in the... Did I do it in the middle or down the... On this one, rather than a necklace or whatever, I liked this little... It's not vintage, I think it's pre-loved to be fair, but it's a little chain, and on it are these little bits and bobs, which I think are so pretty. So we have a little bead, little pearl, and a little locket. It's a bit fussy to open, but it does actually open, and I haven't popped anything inside. A little leaf, and it looks like a little engagement ring. Let's see if I can show you. Let me see that. I just thought that was fun. I've pinned it in there with a little bulb pin. I think it'd be really fun just to use as a little bookmark. You might want to take it out if you find it too fussy, or I would leave. Well, I love it. There was that, the option of some really chunky pearls, and I thought this looked lovely. Part of her life. Little mementos. Here, the ice cream van now. Dear oh dear. Right, so going back, this is from that junk shop book that I've featured in all of the journals, and I just love the size of it. I love the little illustrations. I think it's a vintage what to look for in junk shop books from about 1960s, and all the rather than photographs, they have the beautiful drawings of these things that you can look out for when you're out and about antiquing, as people say. There you go. I love the way that looks. Just anyway, makes me feel happy inside. Hemlock, not too nice, but it looks fabulous. That was just from the old lace. I've left that empty, but you can pop little bits in there should you wish. And I've just popped this little image on the back there of mum and daughter out and about, probably at the park. Bit of washi from Rosie, our atelier, and make good use of her coupon codes. They will be on the giveaway video, Camille video. And this is all tea dyed. I like the way that looks actually. And this just opens. It's just plain on the inside. Just plain on the inside. Just for a bit of journaling. Pop things on. Little note or not. You can put it anywhere you like in the journal. Okay. And this is from that again, and if you can look really closely, you'll see what's ghosted in on there. It's a stamp. It's actually from the stamp collector's little book that I have. I have a couple, but I just love the pages on that. Little collage there of this lady having her hair done. Look at the length of her hair. But I just love the beautiful black and white picture on that. I've just collaged it with a few pages. An old piece of an old doily, where it's got the crocheted, and this little decanter, and that was from the old junk shop book. I liked that. I did try to do a little collage here on this wallpaper sample, wallpaper border, just of some of the lace, the upholstery fabric, and the lace on the front. It could be part of an outfit that Pearl's choosing to have put together, a little combination. And I popped it. Did I stuck that on there? I need to restick that. I popped it onto some more of the book page, and I've just put some lace on the side. A bit of stamping on the stamp page. The postage stamp page. Just a little bit of stamping here. That's these little fountain pens are from the latest ephemera box from Rosie, our atelier. Really love those little, just tiny, delicate little stamps. This one here is one I found in my stash. I featured it in Rosie as well, but absolutely beautiful mannequin with the corset being fitted on there. And I've done it onto this the paper. It's writing paper. It's a lovely weight, and This is for just a bit of tea-dyed doily pressed onto the paper. So you've got the beautiful sort of ghosting in of that image on the back there. Consumer's Guide. This is Sears Roebuck from many years ago, their catalogue cover. So I popped that on there and made a little mini booklet. And if you can see it, I'm trying to do it without knocking the camera over, which I do quite frequently, as some of you know, to your detriment. So just pop these in. All looking in junk shops. A little bit of a rocking horse and a cup and saucer. I just love this little, how this diary has the beautiful colours on it and little motifs in the middle of the writing spaces, and then it does have the full-on collage page as well. Love it, absolutely love it. And for the centre of this one, I had this image. I've tied it in a bow, and I've had this image of these guys. I think they're shopping, and you see this is. I think it's beautiful. I love the colours. I love the fashions. Oh, absolutely love it. And I've just put it onto some of that paper from the Victorian book with all the different colours and on there. Real bit of lace on the edge there, lace edging. Valentine's from the York Castle Museum. Look for those when you get to go charity shopping. And these are all much of a muchness. Lots of journaling going on there for you. An ancient aspirator. This is an interesting old vacuum cleaner advert, but I just love the colours again. And just how jolly does she look with her aspirator. And it cleans everything by air suction, apparently. Just so you know. Other side of that doily. Lucy was going through the whole section about vacuum cleaners, because there it is again. These lovely ladies, as I said, I think these are more Edwardian than Victorian, but they're in there and love them nonetheless. Some antique furniture to have a look at. The other side of that wallpaper border, and I've just popped a little thingy on it. An 18th century silver, I don't know what that is. Anyway, but it looks lovely, and that's the other side of the doily with a crochet bit on it. And there's that. Opens up a bit of secret journaling should you wish. There we go. Mrs. Beaton's cookery book. So she was obviously the Delia Smith of her day. So it's a lovely little lad. I love the colours on it. This is a little picture of the servants' ball, and you can see that. And I thought that looked lovely in there, and so I popped it in. Simple as that. Suddenly it's gotten quite dark. I'm so sorry. I'm just filming by the window, hoping it's not going to be so bad, but the clouds have come over. Journaling card. And it's going to be raining on my washing. Oh joy. Never mind. Museums to visit. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. More of the zoo. Out with the children. What have I done there? What have I done here? Right, so I'll take that like that. Okay. We've got the little, is this, I don't know, she's some sort of maid receiving at the post or the shopping. Oh, the Tesco delivery man. And we've got the shopping he's delivering to the house. She's obviously come from below stairs to give him the bill, to pay the bill. These are beautiful. They are worth looking at on both sides. You can bear to use them. pretty there's a little note to somebody. Pocket in the back there. Some more. This beautiful moth. There you go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Love the little effect of the pearls around the edge. Well, that was quite apt. A little pearl in the middle. And that's the back. And I think you can pop things in. A couple of bits and pieces to pop in there. And that's it sort of laid out. Okay. That's it laid out, but it really, that folds over like so. So you can, should you wish, I'll just pop writing board in, but should you wish to want to keep a page, you can just close it like so. Okay guys, and that is Pearl. I do hope you like. She'll be listed in my Etsy shop. Loved working with this, with these papers and these beautiful laces and things. We'll be working on now with the bespoke orders for the Love Never Fails journals. Also we'll be working on Tilly, which will be the Instagram giveaway, as well as an Alice in Wonderland book. I might make 2 at a time, and another journal. I've got 3, and then another sort of scripted journal for a lady. So that's going to be the rest of May. And then my next collection are going to be some really fun small sized books with just a selection of junk journal pages in, and for you to do with what you like. Anyway, so there you are guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Do go and check out my store. I'm going to be adding more bits, vintage books. I'm destashing. I'll be adding some bits over the next few days. So take care. Thank you so much for your time. If you like and you haven't subscribed, please do. If not, just, you know, swing by and see what I'm doing next time. Take care guys. Bye bye.